How does the stem cells actually help us though? Like, I mean, I know you talked about that a little bit, but what does it actually physically do in the body when you have stem cells present?
Well, stem cells go through a number of different stages. A simple way to look at this is that there are, let's say at the top of the chain, pluripotent stem cells, again, just for the sake of simplicity. And pluripotent stem cells are the master stem cells in the body. And as the pluripotent stem cells divide, they become multipotent stem cells. And multipotent stem cells are more differentiated, and there are pluripotent stem cells can turn into anything, and multipotent stem cells can only turn into a specific number of things. And then eventually we have our liver cells, kidney cells, muscle tissue, and so forth. So this is important because the stem cells, if they're healthy, then the cells that they turn into have a greater chance of being healthy. So in essence, every cell that we have in our bodies was once a stem cell. And that's the significance. When we look at, we remember back to Christopher Reeve, who played Superman. He was very interested in stem cell therapy as a cure. And of course, back then, that was many years ago, it was thought that the only way of harvesting stem cells was from embryos. And of course, today we know that's not necessary. Although umbilical cord stem cells are still being researched, and that is a viable source of stem cells without the ethical issues, because umbilical cords are simply thrown away. So anyway, we need to be interested in this because how long we live is determined by the health of our cells, our stem cells, and our overall lifespan ultimately, and even the way we age are all linked back into our stem cells. So any strategy that is going to be involved in age reversal is going to be intimately linked to the health and the activity of the stem cells.
That is so interesting. There's so many complex facets to what stem cells are, but I love that we have the simplicity of X39 that just says, hey, use this patch and you're going to have more. That's really all we know, right?
Well, there's three things I would point out. So the first thing is it's a powerful gene modulator, so it gets the stem cells working younger. And if it didn't do that, then somebody could be 60 or 70 and not really get great results with X39. But because the stem cells are acting like younger cells, people 60, 70 and above can get great results. It's also going to mobilize or activate the stem cells. So now when people have an injury, the stem cells can get to where they need to go. And of course, by elevating copper peptide in the skin, now we can increase the total number of stem cells. This is reversion of the pluripotent stem cells in the skin, reversion of the skin stem cells back to pluripotent stem cells. And now that increases the total number of circulating stem cells. So yeah, just that one signaling molecule, copper peptide, does an amazing amount. It's like finding the Holy Grail, I would say.